We got a nice windy day going on here in Las Vegas, but it's a Monday and it's the biggest week in Las Vegas in an awfully long time. We've got Pacquiao Mayweather coming up, the Kentucky Derby. It's truly going to be a special week here in Las Vegas, and there are countless opportunities on the board throughout the course of the week. OddsWorthBetting.com, they've got the featured pick of the day available to you right below this video, and I will hook you up with hockey plays. Go to the odds page here, hit the VIP picks link, and we've got you covered on ice in the National Hockey League, and that's always great stuff. We've got a Game 7 on Monday night, Islanders and Washington. These two teams really started slow, and finally they've built up the hate for one another, and this should be great. There's nothing like overtime in the Stanley Cup. There's nothing like a Game 7 in the Stanley Cup, and it would be special. There's nothing like overtime in a Game 7 in the Stanley Cup. This will be interesting. Two teams that run really hot and cold, but they should both bring their best efforts. Truly going to be a special night. And then Tampa Bay, Detroit. This has been a real quirky series. Tampa Bay looks great at times. Detroit looks great at times. Detroit has a shot to close the Lightning out, but you've got Stamkos and Johnson and the kid line. What goalie's going to step up and get the job done? Interesting game. It's basically a pick price with the Red Wings trying to advance to the second round against Tampa Bay. This should be a fun game as well. In the NBA, I got to tell you, come on, all these teams that are getting eliminated and just swept out the door, the disparity of talent in the NBA, it really is disconcerting, isn't it? Atlanta and Brooklyn. Now, Brooklyn's one that's making a little bit of noise here. Thought Atlanta might be a little suspect to an upset. Great regular season, but now getting it done in the postseason, now that's a completely different story. Atlanta's a 4-point favorite. Total in the game is 195.5 for that fourth game in that series. And then Milwaukee and Chicago, my goodness, what was Rose doing the other night? On an inbounds play, a basket scored right underneath the basket. At any point in the game is unforgivable. Doing it with the game on the line with 1.8 seconds left, just unbelievable. And I wonder if Milwaukee doesn't get a little bounce in their step here. They should have been gonzo. Chicago's an 8-point favorite. Total on that game is 187.5. And then we've got injury news. Mike Conley suffered a facial injury, took an elbow. At Portland, he'll be out. Memphis in control of that series. They'll probably just let him, recuperate as best he can. Portland's a 3-point favorite trying to avoid elimination. Total on the game is 193. And, of course, a brand new week in Major League Baseball. We start some new series. Toronto at Boston. Could be some offense going on there. Casey's at Cleveland. We've got Washington. Pfister goes versus Stultz at Atlanta. Pretty good game to get that series underway. White Sox at Baltimore. Carnes goes for Tampa Bay in New York against Warren. The Mets at Miami. Now, both these teams had to play the late Sunday night game. The good thing for the Yanks, they're sitting at home. Mets got to go on the road down to South Florida. Pittsburgh's at the Cubs. Hamels and Lackey. That's a pretty good pitching matchup with Philly at St. Louis. And then how about it? Rivalry. Get the series going. San Francisco and the Dodgers with Vogelsong versus Kershaw. We're leading up to the Kentucky Derby. We'll have all kinds of news and notes on that for you. The Oaks Derby double, the Triple Crown for Phillies is Friday, then Saturday. I'll be doing Derby seminars here in Las Vegas. Just a lot of fun. And then it's, of course, the icing on the cake is Pacquiao and Mayweather and the hype and the national media and everybody converging on Las Vegas with room rates through the roof. What a wild week it's going to be here in Las Vegas, and we'll give you all the lowdown, all the final updates from the Pacquiao and Mayweather camps. Brian Blessing in Las Vegas. It's going to be a great week. Don't forget oddsworthbetting.com. They've got the featured pick of the day for you right below this video on a Monday.